Hi champs, welcome for today's session. So you are seeing electricity lesson chapter 12. Hope you understood and enjoyed the last video story on electricity. Today in this video we are going to see in detail the electric current. Before going to the electric current, let us see some little bit of chemistry in physics. Are you ready? Everything from water and air to rocks, plants and animals is made up of minute particles called atoms. These are too small to see even with the most powerful microscope. So atom consists of even smaller particles called protons, neutrons and electrons. The nucleus of the atom contains protons which have positive charge and the neutrons which have no charge. Electrons have negative charge and orbit around the nucleus. So an atom can be compared to the solar system, with the nucleus being the sun and the electrons being planets in the orbit. The electrons are bound in their orbits by the attraction of the protons present in the nucleus. This is not the case for the electrons that is present in the outermost shell. These electrons are called free electrons and they are freed from their orbit by applying an external force such as movement through magnetic field, heat, friction or a chemical reaction. So an electron leaves an atom creating a void here, which can be filled by an electron forced out of its orbit from another atom. As these free electrons move from one atom to the another, an electron flow is produced. So this electron flow is the basic of electricity. So we know that metals are very good conductors of electricity, whereas plastic, wood are very bad conductors of electricity. So it is because the materials that is allowing the free electrons to move freely are called as the conductors. So since there is the flow of free electrons, there is definitely the flow of electric charge. Whereas in the insulators, the electrons are not free enough to move, so that they are considered the bad conductors of electricity. Atoms are electrically charged. The protons positive charge and electrons negative charge. When the number of the electrons and the protons are balanced, then we say it as the neutral state of atom. When an atom loses one electron, then it is positive charge. When an atom gain electron, then it is negative charge. So the flow of electrons means flow of electric charge. Define electric charge. So in a definition, when a question is asked like this, it is very important that first you define what is electric charge, you write its corresponding formula for that, and you have to write the SI unit. So this is the procedure for writing the definition. So first, definition of electric charge. So electric charge is equal to number of electrons and magnitude of charge on electron. So now the next step is writing the formula. So the symbol of the electric charge is Q is equal to, so equal to symbol, and then number of electrons. So number is denoted by the letter N, number of electrons, and the magnitude. Magnitude means any numerical value of something. So here for what we want the magnitude of charge on the electron. So charge on the electron order magnitude. So we have writing the electron symbol as E. So this is the respective formula for the electric charge. So see, electric charge Q is equal to the number of electrons N and the magnitude of charge on electron. So where N number of electron and E charge on electron, and this is given by the numerical value 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So its SI unit of electric charge is coulomb. Now how do we express electric current? So electric current, in simple words, it is rate of flow of electric charges. So in the rate means it refers to how much one quantity changes when another quantity changes. So it is just like a comparison, or more technically a ratio. So the quantity of the comparison is usually with the time according to physics. Now I am going to elaborate this sentence. So rate means, what did I tell? The amount of what? The charges flowing. So where it is flowing? It is flowing through a particular area in unit time. So now after writing the definition, we have to write the formula. So electric current, the symbol of electric current is I. So I is equal to amount of charge. So charge oda unit enna we saw it as Q, and flowing through a particular area in unit time. So time oda symbol is small t. So here it is I is equal to Q by T. So why it is by T means, here rate means, what did I tell you? It is like a ratio. So ratio means in maths what you do? You just divide. The same thing you do here. So I is equal to Q by T. So what is Q here? Q is charge and T is time. So now SI unit of electric current. It is charge oda SI unit is coulomb, and the SI unit of time is second. So the SI unit of the electric current is also expressed as ampere, which was named after Andre Marie Ampere, the letter capital A. So you may get an exam in 1 mark that ampere is also expressed as dash. So the answer will be ampere is also expressed as coulomb per second, that is C by S. So now what will be 1 ampere? So 1 ampere constitutes by the flow of 1 coulomb of charge per second. That is 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per 1 second. So that's the detailed explanation of electric current. Before ending the session, let me ask you all a riddle. If you feed me, I grow. If you quench my thirst, I die. Who am I? So comment me the answer. So meet you all in yet another session. Bye bye.